Hello everyone, it's Eric Shepard with Piano Distributors and more keys to your Clavinova. Today we are showing you how to access and gain the most benefit from your CVP series built-in Chord Tutor. This is an excellent companion for those of you who enjoy playing along with easy note selections that are combined with easy and compatible chord symbols. Even if you've never played a single chord in your life, the Clavinova's built-in Chord Tutor will be the key to your success, helping you create healthy music habits that will last a lifetime. And assisting us in today's illustration is your Best Songs Ever booklet, which is found in your CVP Series Entertainment Pack and Starter Kit. In your CVP Series Entertainment Pack and Starter Kit, you'll find this wonderful book called The Best Songs Ever, which is published by the Hal Leonard Corporation. And in today's illustration, we're going to use John Lennon's Imagine. We're going to learn C chord and our F chord using Chord Tutor. So accessing your Chord Tutor is a lot easier than you may think. From your home page with our touch screen control panel, we're going to go into the lower right hand corner for this option that says Menu. And when we touch on this little grid that says Menu, one of the first options that pops up on the first page is up there in the top row, and it's labeled Chord Tutor. When we tap on Chord Tutor, ta-da! We get this very helpful tool that shows us what our chords look like and where they are designated in the keyboard. So right away, we see that our C chord is lit up, and the Chord Tutor shows you what it looks like on the sheet music staff. It also designates the notes on the keyboard, but the best thing about Chord Tutor is that it also lights up your notes for you in the chord structure. So our C chord is going to be made up of our G note, our C note, and our E note. And when I play them all together, I have our C chord. The other note that we want to use for the first two bars of this Imagine tune from John Lennon is our F chord. So let's find our F chord using our built-in Chord Tutor. So watch what happens when I go from my C chord to my F chord using my Chord Tutor. Chord symbol changes, shows me what it looks like in the sheet music, designates the notes on the keyboard, and beautifully lights the notes up for me that shows me what makes up an F chord. Our A note, our C note, and our F note. Let's go back to our Chord Tutor and ask it to remind us what makes up our C chord. Our lights on the Clavinova change from G, C, and E. And when we ask our Chord Tutor to remind us what our F chord is, we simply touch on the F. The lights on the keyboard change, and we have A, C, and F. So now we can just do a little exercise that goes in between our C chord and our F chord. Back to C, and back to F. And you can do this repeatedly just to build a nice little healthy music habit using two simple chords, our C chord and our F chord. And it starts to sound a little bit like that tune, Imagine, from John Lennon. So now let's make this exercise a little bit more engaging and a little bit more exciting. We're going to go to our home button here and clear out of this page. And I want you to see something in the left-hand side of your screen. It says Cool 8-beat. That's a little drum beat that we can play along with. If I use my little start and stop button down here to the left side of my screen, I'm going to get a little drum beat. Okay. Now that doesn't sound like anything John Lennon would have written, right? But this is something that we can use that makes it fun to practice our chords with. I'm going to go into this 8-beat selection here. I'm going to use this little section over here called 60s Pop. And that's going to be my drum beat. So if I choose that big hit 60s, now when I press my drum beats, I get a little bit more of the tempo that would have been the background for Imagine. And if I go all the way over to my left-hand side of my drum beat panel, and I turn on this button that says ACMP, that's a little abbreviation for accompaniment. When I turn that guy on, I'm going to do a little synchronized start here, so the drums won't play until I play a chord. So I'm going to turn on my synchronized start here. So now when I play my chords, I get a little acoustic guitar that accompanies with the drums. When I change to my F chord, the Clavinova is designed to keep right up with whatever changes I make to my chords. So using our Chord Tutor, we learned our C chord and our F chord. Bum, da 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 dum, da 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 dum, da 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 dum. So this is a great way. You can just go back and forth from our C chord to our F chord and back to our C chord, and now you've created a nice little healthy music habit. It'll be so much easier to access the next time you want to play Imagine by John Lennon. And then a fun little thing that I like to do is these little 3 guys right here are called our automatic endings. So ending 1 will play a nice little orchestrated ending, very short. 2 is kind of medium length, and 3 is the longest and the most dramatic. So we're going to choose ending 2 with our chord practice. I'm going to ask the Clavinova to wait for me with my sync start button. That means the drums won't start until I play a chord. I'm going to do a little exercise with my C chord and my F chord. The greatest thing about the Clavinova is that if I get up and answer the phone, it'll wait for me to make those changes whenever I like. It never runs away without me. Okay, and let's say that I've done practicing my C and my F chord. I get a pretty good handle on that, and I want to wrap it up and make it sound really cool and professional. I'm going to go up to my little 3 buttons up here. Ending 1, ending 2, and ending 3, and I'm just going to choose ending 2 here to wrap it all up. Let's do this again. Let's synchronize our start so the chords and the drums don't play until we play a chord. Here's our C chord. And here's our F chord. One more F chord, and back to our C. And this time, let's have some fun and let's choose ending 3. Congratulations! You have successfully learned how to use your Chord Tutor.